Well, I wasn't expecting that that introduction. I never played this game when it came out because I was always Football Manager. I've kind of said that on my old videos, but yeah. So this is the after the load up screen, you get this. You get to choose your nations. You can obviously select the database before you go into this screen, which is on the launcher, a bit like a lot of the modern Steam games. So yeah, we'll just have a look around. We'll just select England. We'll see what the load up time is. I've got an SSD drive as well, so I don't know if it will be any quicker on these old games compared to a hard disk, which would have been used back then. Uh, let's just take over Man United for this video. I don't know anything about it. All I remember is I think it was 3D, like the Football Manager, and they spent 2 years making this game to catch up after the kind of disaster of trying to compete with Football Manager before. Football Manager had just pulled so far away at that point. Um, so when the game loads, you get your screen. This all looks normal. What about game options to start? Only one skin, anti-aliasing, texture filtering. I'm not sure what this means. What happens if you change it then? Uh, Only one skin, that's dreadful. Um, is there an option to change it? Because I remember this was out 1 to 100, not 1 to 20, with the attributes for players and staff, even teams, I think. Um, it's 1 to 100 though, it doesn't let you to change that. It's got information window. Okay. So it's going to take me a little while to move around the screen just to get used to it. So we got home. I'll take it world's just looking around the competitions and stuff. I really don't like that toggle. It's so small. You can just easily miss it with a mouse. It would be horrible with a touchpad. I'm trying to hit it all the time. Um, I don't know about the skin. It's nice seeing the old squads though back then. So who did Man United have? Yeah, kind of Scholes is coming to the end then when he's 34. Van der Sar 38, Giggs 35. Well, Neville, Scholes and Giggs. Um, let's just play a friendly and see what the tactics options are like and what the match engine's like and what the highlights are like. So yeah, the bars aren't, they don't hit you in the face. You don't know where to click. It was lucky I saw that because I'd have been looking around for ages to see how to get past the next page. Oh, okay, so we're into the friendly now. So how easy is it to pick a squad? Can we go? Yeah, it's all out. It's all out of 100. It's kind of got the same kind of filters that the older CMs had and the new football managers. The layout's pretty similar. I just don't like how it looks. It just doesn't feel very Champman, does it? Like dead balls and like it's just out of 100 looks so weird. And you can't even doesn't even give you the option to change it back from to 1 to 20 like it did on 07 and 08, I think, when I looked at that before. Okay, so we need to select a team and then we'll have a look at the tactics screen. Just I guess for the friendly. Vidic, Ferdinand, Evra. We'll just go with 4-4-2. Carrick and Scholes or Hargreaves and Scholes. Well, we got Anderson as well. So go Who do we play down the right? It's gonna have to be. It's either Park or Valencia or the Fabio or Raphael. He's not a right back as well. So what about left Giggs? I know. So we want Carrick and Scholes, Giggs, Rooney, Berbatov. Oh, they still got Nanny as well. John O'Shea still around. Right, just get onto the tactics screen. Ah, yeah, I quite like how you can move them around. That's quite nice. Has it still got the feed thing on it? I said left click. So yeah, the arrows are dynamic, so you can move, which is quite nice. So and then we'll feed with Carrick. So run and feed. Oh, you can select the role. EMC or oh, that's quite good because it saves you time. Um, run feed. Oh, it's a bit awkward to use. What's it doing? God, this will be a nightmare to get used to. So we want to feed. That's it. Can we go all the way up? Okay. Um, so what player instructions? I think there's quite a lot you can do on this. So the goalkeeper, you've got style of passing and distribution. So we just leave that mixed. So the right back, you can only actually choose what marking, but there's no other player instructions for him. Um, oh no, there is, but the bars aren't. They don't stand out. So you add. Is that the team instruction? Oh no, is that the player or the team? Yeah, this is a bit confusing. But with certain positions, it gives you more options. And you can choose quite a lot though. All right, so you can just add them. So attacking, swap side. Oh, you can swap positions. That's good. Feed player, free roll. So I don't even know how that would work in the match engine. Mentality, tackling intensity, go to ground discipline. Um, so the wingers are preset. What about the strikers? So what about the team instructions then? Passing, um, closing down, always. It's a friendly, so it might not be the ideal thing to do. Team duties. Oh no, so that's just like captain. Set piece. Oh, you got a set piece creator on this as well. However, this works, I don't know. Hey, you can move around. Uh, it lets you move some of them, but not all of them. Hold position. That's pretty good, actually. Can I swap? Yeah. Oh, something you'd have to play around with. Pro zone. Don't know what that means. So that was it for the what? Is there like counter attacking or mentality or style of play overlay? Oh, there's a without ball as well. That's good. Oh, that's without ball. So push Rooney up to Berbatov back a bit. Oh, music comes on. Sounds like some 80s funk. That's a bit cheesy, actually. Does it come on for every match? It's the same track. That must be horrendous. Um, why is it giving me the option to say something before the match? Well, just right, so we've done all that. So where's the next screen? Oh, this it's just not clear where you got to go. Right, so I'm in the mat. I don't know what I pressed. Let's go overhead. So we want blimp, speed, fast, highlight speed, fast. We go major highlights. Take off replays. I quite like the look of the pitch and the font and everything. They look like they're ice skating now. Let's have a look at the other camera angle. How do I get that screen back up again? God, it just pops up and then it doesn't stay. God, this game was just feels like it wasn't designed very well. It's annoying. Um, so what camera angles have we got? West upper. It's probably one of these games I'm gonna have to just play a season with and see how quite like a lot of the tactical options, and it doesn't look too overblown. It's just getting used to the toggles and where to click and the interface generally. So, like, why can't I just continue here? There's like no option to continue. Well, there is now, but you had to press three buttons to do it. Just makes no sense. Let's go back to the blimp. The blimp's better. And I missed the goal. Was there no team instructions for like width and stuff? Because if I click on that, does it go into tactics? So how do I get the tactics up? It could probably be quite a fun game actually. Before the match stops, I want to know how to get the tactics up. So there's team talks, team instructions. There's not a lot of options there. I thought there'd be a lot more options. So it's closing down, passing tight, tackling, mentality. There's not even a counter attacking option. Unless I'm missing something. Right, so that's the first match finished. Let's check out the scouting. How does the scouting work? Scouting network. World. Well, so if we wanted to say just scout Egypt, well, how do I send the scout? Yeah, it's just not very clear and the font's so small. I could probably change that somehow. Um, but it doesn't give you an option to like make the interface larger, like with font. Um, oh right, so you can just decide how much you want and then actions, view players in selected region. Right. Who are my scouts though? What's the player search like? Oh, it's pretty similar. So if you wanted to buy a, where do I make an offer? Uh, Where do I make an offer? Actions. All right, so it's kind of just got add-ons, a few more add-ons and things compared to like 03, 04. I do quite like I do quite like the feel of the game, I'm not gonna lie. But some of it's gonna get take a while to get used to. It doesn't feel like Championship Manager, even though it does in a way. It's quite hard to explain. I think it's just getting used to how where everything is. I was reading the reviews on Steam. Everyone that's like bought it like loves it still, and there's all positive reviews on Steam. So like if you just want to buy the game for a few quid, it's worth buying. It's still fun, etc. Comments like that. Anyway, I think that's enough for now. I just wanted to take a look at it. It's the first time I looked at it as well. Anyway, thanks for watching.